So previously on Curse of Strahd, you entered Argynvostholt, the mansion on the rise on the cliff, surrounded by mist, and it was nighttime. There was a dragon statue which was clearly old and ancient. The right-hand side of the mansion's been destroyed. There were spiders in there. You managed to avoid the spiders. You went in through the main building, and you went to the back. So I'll give you the grounds. I'll give you a big overview, and you can pan in and do what you want. So you came all the way through, past the stairs, and you found 3 revenants. These were from the Order of the Silver Dragon that you'd met before. And without provocation, without you tried to parley with them, and they just kicked off. They just went straight into combat. They knocked Rillik to the floor unconscious, and he was bleeding out until you managed to vanquish your foes and save Rillik. You took a long rest, and that's where we finished the session.
We took a long rest or a short rest?
Yeah, the short rest. So the room you're in, you've got water dripping from the ceiling. Everything's old and decrepit. You've already got the impression that this place has already been ransacked and looted. The 3 revenants were bowed to a shrine of the Morning Lord here. As you entered this room, the other thing, you got a shadow that went all the way around the room of this sort of draconic image going round. In terms of exits from where you are, in this room, you've got south, south, and south. You know which room that leads to because you did a recce all the way around, or partially on the way around. You've got a single door here, and these 2 here are spiral staircases going up. And then you've got north, 1, 2, 3 doors there that you haven't investigated. This is a stairway leading up. That is a tapestry of a fine-looking gentleman wearing silver armor. So you've just had an hour's rest. Everything's quiet and peaceful. The bodies of the revenants haven't been disturbed. What I'll say to you, go on, sir. Go on, Tom.
Any loot?
No. The bodies they were using long swords, mostly rusted and dented. It's not really worth the hassle. They were wearing chainmail, but it didn't function as proper chainmail. It was old and rotten, and their surcoats had the silver dragon on it. But there's no sounds. There's nothing. I'm not going to ask for a perception check. You just can't see or hear anything untoward from where you are.
Any like signet rings or anything, Dave?
No.
No.
What you would know, you sort of already deduced this, is revenants metagame now. Revenants in D&D, when they die, they go into another body and they rise and carry on to hunt down their prey. This happens for a year, except when revenants are in Barovia, because their souls can't escape. These guys keep coming back. So you get the impression that they're possibly villagers. They're possibly the corpse is someone that's died, and the revenant has inhabited this body, risen, and then they've just come back to Argynvostholt for some unknown reason. So some of them have got sort of underneath the surcoat, they've got farmer's clothes on, things like that.
Could we not take the surcoats with the insignia on and just see if that does anything?
Yeah, sure. You can take them. They're rotten. They're not in good repair.
I'm a puppet.
I'm a puppet.
I've thought, like, if they see us with the same insignia on or something, will that do anything? I don't know.
Yeah, you can take them.
Yeah.
Is there anything on the thing where they were bowed to?
In the chapel
altar. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
No, again, it looks as you sort of have a recce round the hour that you've spent. There were places for perhaps some kind of iconography, some kind of perhaps a candlestick, and even on the altar itself, it looks like a circular hole, as if something was inserted in it, a staff or some kind of. It's been looted. It's long gone.
And do I get that juju that it's a safe place? It's a holy place. That's what I'm looking for.
Let's have a religion check. This is the way. Let's have a religion check, see.
This is the way. That's a 10.
10. Yeah, the sort of background possibly used to be. You know, it's a chapel, and it's dedicated to a deity of some kind of morning lord. It certainly doesn't have any power today.
I say we probably carry on. Go and have a little investigate of the stairs.
Is that massive puddle of water meant to be there, Dave?
Yeah, that's leaking from the roof.
Leaking from above?
Yeah.
So is it freshish or is it like old stanky water?
It's a combination of the two. It's dripping down, which is fresh, but the water itself is incredibly brackish and old.
Okay.
Oh,
Do we
We're
want
doing
to
that.
clear the bottom floor?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was thinking
could
of
we?
we going all down.
Well, we know what's
Clear.
south, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, shall we check out the north wing?
To the north. Should we start there?
Yeah.
Sure. Form yourself up. I'm getting a bit of feedback off you, Mr. Johnson. Apologies, I always seem to be moaning at you. Is it your headphones not connected?
It might be my phone, mate. To be fair.
Yeah, it's not. Don't worry about it.
I'll turn it off. It's fine. Is
No, don't melt.
that any better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry. No, it's not that time.
You try turning it on and off again.
It'll still make the same sound, like.
So stick yourself where you want to be. So door open. I've got to work out how this works. That's all that is. Right, door should be open for you. So it's a kitchen. This kitchen has been plundered like everywhere else. Its tables overturned. The floor is littered with rusted utensils and smashed crockery. Narrow windows flanking the hearth look out over a cemetery, which is to the east. So these windows here, in fact, let me open the windows for you. Have a look out. If you want to refresh that, you should get a better view. An open iron pot hangs from a hook inside a blackened fireplace. It rattles on the hook and bobs up and down as though something is inside it. That's here. What do you want to do?
Pinch it.
I'll
Look
whip it.
inside the pot.
What are you doing, Sam?
I'll look inside the pot.
Okay. Right, Sam, make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I should have whipped it.
Oh, God.
6.
I was rolling better earlier.
As you open the pot, how are you opening the pot?
Well, probably with his axe. So he's sort of like, because it's rattling around, he's probably pushing the bottom of the pot to peer inside of it.
Okay, so
We'll get an alien vibe.
as you lift the lid, you hear behind you Rillik say something like, "It's going to be an alien." And as you lift it, a bat flies out straight into your face, and you land on your backside. And everyone else laughs at Brungrik as you land on the floor.
That's fine.
It's Bat Damon 1. He's back from the dead.
Yeah. Bat Damon latches onto it and starts humping it as it's flying through there.
Oh man,
Too much?
nobody needed to see that.
And it just
Damon going 10 to the dozen.
and it just flies up. So there is a
Is that as a curtain?
yeah.
So I'll probably do the same again. We use my axe. I'll probably just pull the curtain aside.
Okay. Yeah, should be open for you. Tattered brown drapes cover the windows of this circular room, and a heavy curtain hangs across the hallway which you've gone through. So this appears to be some kind of servants' quarters, some sleeping area. Again, these windows open out to a cemetery. What you would have seen as you walk past is some of the graves in the cemetery have been.
Look.
Yeah. There's a door to the west.
Should we just carry on along this path?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the door to the west.
Is there anything worth exploring? Like, if we have a little look, is there anything to actually see in here?
You
Are
can
there
roll
any
perception if you
items,
wish, as you're having a look around.
So 15.
15 is pretty good. With a 15, I would tell you that it looks like it's already been ransacked. It's been thoroughly ransacked, as if it's been torn apart, as if a sort of like some force has swept through, destroyed everything, and with the sort of 5 minutes or so that you look round, if there was anything in here, it seems to have already gone.
Okay.
So this is a small corridor with iron gates leading out of the building to the north. They're sealed, and the corridor continues to another door on the west wall. Carry on.
Continue through, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Keep yourself up to. In fact, we'll get on with it. So the last corner room, tattered velvet drapes cover the tall, slender windows that encircle this parlour. The furnishings are covered with dust and cobwebs and lie in disarray. A damaged brass chandelier hangs from the ceiling, which is covered with a faded mural that depicts metallic dragons and colourful birds flying beneath white clouds. This, like everywhere else you've been in the mansion so far, time and neglect have damaged the furnishings. There doesn't appear to be anything of value. Double doors to the south.
Can we have a little look at the? Did you say there was a canvas of a metallic dragon?
Yep.
Can we just have a better look at it?
Yeah, sure. So have a roll investigation then.
17.
17. So this is quite a whimsical picture. It has dragons sort of. They look like they're flying in cohort with these possibly birds of paradise or other fancy, colourful birds. But there's certainly nothing else that you've seen silver dragon emblems in this building. This looks like it's a bit frivolous, but nothing else. Where next?
Interesting. Probably to the room to the south.
South it is. It's open for you, which takes us to Q6. So this wood panelled den has been ransacked. Its furnishings tossed about. A cold, dark hearth dominates the west wall between two narrow windows. Standing upright against the north wall is a sarcophagus made of black wood with a queen's effigy carved into the lid.
Open it.
Do we know anything about the Queen?
You can have a history check if you wish.
Oh, my history isn't very good. Has anyone got better than a +1 history?
Mine's a +4.
Sam. God, I'm now I'm gonna have to turn my phone on.
My history is pretty good.
Is
Go on then,
it about a stone?
All right, so I'll roll for history.
You mean stone walls? I've managed to do it once this campaign, Jake.
14.
So you don't recognize anything about nothing triggers your memory, but the engraving is of a voluptuous queen, and she's holding a wine glass, and you recall seeing, perhaps in mansions, manors, or things of a hoity-toity nature, that aristocracy went through a phase of having these macabre sarcophagus carved for wine glasses and holding wine.
Open the sarcophagus.
This sarcophagus opens, and as you open it, there's a tinkle of glass as the wine bottles and the wine glasses inside that have clearly been destroyed just fall to the floor.
So they were
As
somehow broken inside the sarcophagus.
yeah, it's possible that they were broken already, or someone opened the door, saw that it was valueless, slammed it. You're not entirely sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, Brungrik walks past the fireplace, the fire does erupt from the dead hearth, and it assumes a draconic form. It hisses, crackles, and unfurls its wings as it just hangs there. What I want you to do now is all roll initiative.
Cheeky.
Ooh, damn.
Damn, Daniel.
That's a natural 19.
Have we all forgotten how to roll initiative? Don't tell me we've all forgotten.
I clicked on my character and clicked roll initiative, and nothing's happening.
You've rolled
I can
twice.
see
for
Reman.
me. Yeah, 7 and 12 you've got.
Yeah, I've got Reman. Brungrik.
Oh, I've got nothing. I've got nothing on the screen.
Damian's rolled initiative, but nothing's happened. Have you got selected open?
I definitely clicked on Damian as well because I moved him back.
I can see 22 for Damian, Dave, and 5 for
I
Rillik.
can't see Damian.
Oh, I've got a 22.
Yeah.
Because I can see it in the chat. It just says token initiative equal 1d20 plus initiative equal token in it.
Oh, there's Damian.
Yeah, I've just
Equals
rolled it
70.
again. I just wondered why that didn't work for you.
I don't know because I definitely clicked on Damian as well. Let me just try again now. I've clicked on him, but no, it's done the same thing. It just comes up with like that token. It just like comes up with a code almost. I mean, that one's better. I got 23 on that one, so.
I can see you all. That's weird, isn't it?
Well, I can see all of yours as well, Johnson. So I don't get it.
Which tab
Anyone
have you
I
got
can't see
open,
is
Jake? Have you got the selected tab open?
I've got
If
point
you-
tool. I've
if
got.
you go to if you go to Windows, mine, because I've just downloaded mine, I hadn't clicked or ticked the initiative one, so the initiative thing wasn't up.
That's just a show initiative. Everything else should be there. Rillik's come up. So 1, 2, 3. Who am I missing?
I don't know,
Johnson.
but I've royally messed with it now, and I can't.
I rolled a
I've got
13, mate. I did click it. It's showing on mine.
Yeah.
restore layout, and it's messed me about.
Rillik. Lewis, Lewis has rolled twice. I wonder why. Stick him on. Valkyn,
no.
what did you roll? Some 13.
13. And you just rolled a 12 for me.
Yeah. Okay. What you above?
Same thing.
Dave, will you just remind me how I get how I can move everything about again? Oh, I've got. Oh.
Yeah. So if you go to Window at the top.
Mhm.
Yeah. What have you got ticks next to?
So I've got a tick next to Initiative, Chat, Library, Map Explorer.
Okay. Get a tick next to Selected. Yeah. That's how you're going to roll your initiative. For library, you can close that. So just press the X on library.
Yep.
Yeah. And then each little window, you can drag around and put them wherever you want, and it should sort of stick to the left, to the right, to the bottom as you move it around. You can close Map Explorer as well if you have that open.
Okay, I think I've just got the initiative order on there now, and then I've got the chat and the Damian bit on the side.
The selected bit on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that should do.
Excuse me, sorry.
Right. So,
I'm just going to
Damian,
try and roll it again. Now it's it's worked.
that's done it. Yeah. Let me set you. 23. That makes you first. So as Brungrik walks past the fire and it leaps to life, you see this sort of draconic form. It's just hovering there. What does Damian want to do?
Damian would. Has it erupted out? Has it spoke?
No.
I guess he'd just react and try and almost crack at it with a whip.
Okay.
Like,
Sure. Roll to hit.
it's 24.
24 hits. As you connect with this apparition, fire engulfs the whole room. Everyone needs to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, Jake.
Sorry, guys. If it's only
18.
consolation, I only got a 7 on it.
Nat 20.
Nice. So Valkyn and Damian, who are the two dexterity characters,
+7.
take 12 points of damage. Everyone else takes 6 as this fire erupts and then just goes out. As this fire engulfs you all, you hear swirling around the room this whatever it is, it does speak, and it will say in this sort of hissing, roaring noise, "My knights have fallen into darkness. Save them if you can. Show them the light they have lost." And the fire burns out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. Let's go fuck some knights up.
I feel like we already did.
I
So-
don't think we've killed them all, though.
I'll open up this door. You know where it leads. None of the doors are locked so far, so it leads out into the main.
Shall we ever go for this other door that's locked down
Last
here
door?
first, and then
Right, should be open for you. It's Q11. 5 barrels lie in wooden braces along the walls of this dark, mouldy storage room. Like everywhere else, it's old and decrepit. On the side of the barrel, as you can see, Wizard of Wine's winery. These were barrels of champagne. The most expensive wine that the winery produces. If you remember, they're no longer able to produce this wine. This was the little gem that was stolen from the earth. This was the first one that was stolen years ago. So this hasn't been open for a while. As you open the door, you get this sort of waft of it's a vinegary scent, as if the wine is very old and gone off. It's sort of up your nose. Let's have a group perception check.
Boom.
Wow.
27.
Nice one, Andy.
20.
Boom, here we go again.
Yeah. Come on, Lou. Do we?
Anytime now, Luke. There it is.
14. Still not bad. So
The rolls really low. They're really lagging with the dice.
yeah, it's quite graphic intense.
Yeah.
Have you got something else open in the background? Or?
No, just this.
I don't know. We'll perhaps catch up. So, as a group, as you open this door, you we'll say I'll give it to Damian, but he'll make the rest of you aware. Behind this last barrel, you can hear something scrape very briefly, as if there's something behind that last barrel. What do you want to do? What's that face, Sam?
I got the highest perception check and I didn't hear it.
No, you all heard it. It was a group check.
Should we call?
Go on,
out
Jake.
to
You
him?
tried to set us all on fire. You go check it out.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, who goes there?
So from the other side, you hear, who's there?
Step from the shadows.
Are you alive or dead?
We're alive.
You see from round the corner, peer a dusk elf. And you can see as soon as he looks round the corner and he sees you, there's a weight taken off his shoulders, and he says, "Oh, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God!" And he walks towards you, and he's got a bow in his hand, and he puts it down, and he sort of steps out and he says, "Oh, thank God, I found you! Thank God, I found you! I've been trapped here for a while. My name's Savage. Who are you?"
How have you survived in here?
It's a long story. The short version is I was looking for. Is that Miller? Miller's dropped.
Yeah.
I was looking for a young girl from the Vistani camp, and I got waylaid. I was out in the night, and I know better than to come in here. But I was attacked by wolves, so it's the only place I could go to survive. And since then, all I've seen is shadows and ghosts and movement.
How long have you been here for?
He sort of looks around and he'll say, "Oh, for perhaps is it night time out?" It is. He'll say,
Okay.
So yeah.
"Yeah." He'll say, "Well, perhaps a few hours at least."
And the girl you're searching for from the Vistani camp, who's this?
Arabella, she's the Vistani leader's daughter. She went missing not long ago.
When did she vanish?
Recently, we all. Do you know Vallaki? Have you been to Vallaki?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with the Vistani people.
And he'll say a Vistani greeting to you, which you recognise. So this dusk elf seems to be quite fluent. His Vistani greeting is like a watered down version, but you definitely recognise that it is, it is a proper Vistana greeting. And he'll say, our clan, our tribe of dusk elves live with the Vistani of just outside of Vallaki.
We've met those dusk elf before, haven't we?
Yeah, you have. And he'll say,
Insight check.
"Yeah, sure." he'll
Sorry,
say,
Dave.
the Vistani are our friends. They harbored us in a time of need, and ever since then, hundreds of years ago now, we've looked to each other. So yeah, Brungrik can tell that he's petrified, absolutely living on his wits' end. But he seems to be telling the truth as well. He's starting to mumble and talk really quickly. So you get the impression he's being honest. And he'll say,
So,
go on, Jake.
carry
Sorry.
on, Dave. Sorry.
Well, he'll
No,
say,
no.
Arabella went missing. I've got to say, perhaps a day ago, maybe two. And we all went out. Us elves and the whole of the Vistani went looking for her, and I ended up here.
Would we have met Arabella when we were drinking with the Vistani?
Did you drink with the camp near Vallaki, or was this Madame Eva's?
We went to Madame Eva's camp, didn't we? And I think
Yeah.
we potentially have been to the one near Vallaki because we've definitely met the Dusk Elves.
Yeah. So you don't recognise seeing a little girl at either camps.
Oh, but she's like a child rather than being a young adult.
Young, yeah.
Yeah. So as you know, if you wanted to ask, she's about 10, 9 or 10.
Oh, right.
We killed all the night hags, didn't we?
No.
Yeah. Oh,
One, I think.
I thought
But
we had
one.
them all.
No, one got
Yeah, I
one.
killed the little girl, didn't I?
And I killed the one.
We didn't kill them all.
She escaped, didn't she?
Yeah.
And so you came looking for.
That was their MO, wasn't it? They were stealing kids. That's what I was thinking.
And have you got any leads into as to where she went?
No idea at all. She just vanished one night. He sort of looks conspiratorial. He looks around and he'll say, "These young Vistani," and he looks towards Damian and he'll say, "Forgive me for saying this, brother, but the young Vistani that are the leaders near the camp in Vallaki, people would know not to cross them. People would know that their vengeance would be swift and thorough. So something like this happening is beyond contemplation. But we have no leads, which is why we were just out looking."
The Vistani of this place are a dangerous group of people. I agree. And somebody would be wrong to cross them. However, if you lend us your aid while we finish our exploration of these ruins, we may be able to help.
Yeah. By all means, and you can see as you look him over, he's got sort of bite marks and his clothes are ripped. He's taken hits. He's kind of on his last legs and his wits' end.
So I think Damian would outreach his arm and say, my name is Damian. Nice to meet you.
Well met, Damian. Yeah. So as I say, Savid, and if I, again, brother, if I may be so bold, not all the Vistani in this land are not to be trusted. Some of them follow old ways.
Brungrik would give him a tap and cast Cure Light Wounds
Smash it.
for 10 points of healing.
Wicked.
I think on the comment that he's made about not all Vistani are bad, I've said we have met Madame Eva, and she was of great help to us. However, I do fear that some of my kin are in league with the devil.
Okay. So I'll respond to the. We'll do that first. Then he'll sort of say, unfortunately, all Vistani are in league with the devil. It's just some of them some of them celebrate that fact, and the others just pay lip service. But if the devil tells the Vistani to do something, they have to do it. They have no choice. And as Brungrik heals him, you can see the weight lifted from him, and he thanks you profoundly. And he takes his bow and he's ready, and he'll say, "Right, I haven't." He's got a bow and a short sword, and he'll say, "I've only been in the main room and here. And as much as I hate to say it here by myself, all I did is hide. Fortunately, when you came upon me, that's as far as I've been. But I'll follow your lead. I have a decent shot with a bow."
Well, you were lucky the dead did not find you. But let's make some ground.
Agreed.
So we're heading
I think-
upstairs.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay.
We're
What I'm
leaving
going
the
to do,
spider room for now.
I'm going to grab all your tokens into one easy copy and paste oblong.
Don't forget about Demon.
The demon.
Oh, back in 2 seconds, mate. Just got to take Emma's lenses out. Yeah. 2 minutes.
Bless her. Right, copy that. Stairs. Hopefully this will work. Douche. Okay, near enough. Right, what I'm going to do is change your camera angle to upstairs. I want to be at the front. Bet demon. So, the stairs, as they go up, you can see that the corridor, the balcony here and here leans over this, the foyer. You've got circular stairs going up both sides here. The corridor leads to the ruined part of the mansion down here with an open door. Door to the south there.
Yep.
A passageway to the north with the door open. You're not sure what's going on at the end there. What's your marching order? How do you wish to proceed?
Can I send back Demon to go and have a look down the corridors?
Yeah, sure. Help yourself as far as you can see. Then try not to go through anything that's. In fact, you can go through all of the slightly ajar doors, Miller.
I can't see my character. I can't see any characters on here.
You can't see any.
Oh, there was one that flashed up and then disappeared at the top of the stairway that went.
Right, hold up.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you. I haven't given you control about Damian yet. Let me just. If state config. No. Oh, there it is. Ownership. So that is better. Right. So you should. Just give me a second. Snap screen. Site. Right. You should have control of Bat Damon then if you want to fly him around.
Okay.
Can you see everything all right?
Yeah, just trying to get used to these flipping tools. I've got me. Hang on.
So, yeah. So that corridor to the north where you are now, this T-shaped hallway has branches to the west and east and south, 3 arched windows in the north wall look over the foggy ground. So from outside, it looks foggy. Door there. And this door is slightly ajar. which, as you flew past, you could tell that 2 beds with torn canopies stand against opposite walls of this tattered rug, lying on the floor between them. Set into the far wall is a fireplace, black with soot. A soft hiss issues from the hearth as Bat Damon flies around and out. To the south, I'm going to ask for a perception check from Bat Damon. This isn't going to be sight or... This is just a general perception check.
Okay.
So without any of his bonuses. As I read that bottom room, they're both bottom rooms to you because you can fly out the building and around again. So the south end of this room has collapsed, exposing the chamber to the elements. The few furnishings lie broken under the fallen debris from the level below.
Where do I find Bat Damon's stuff?
Have you got a bat on your other?
Yeah, I was just finding there. Yeah, there you go.
It'll be like a wisdom check normally if you haven't got.
How do I roll it?
Just roll d20 if you want, and then add your modifier, whatever his modifier is for wisdom. It's probably 0, to be honest with you.
+1.
Oh, okay.
I've got wisdom 12 +1.
Okay, cool.
So a d20, yeah?
D20 +1, yeah.
$16.
16 is just enough. So as Bat Damon flies around, what he only just notices are webs. So he notices 2 things. He notices the webs in time to swerve out of the way, and you know that the giant spiders below would make short work of Bat Damon.
Yeah.
But also as he's flying around, trying to dodge out from the webs, he spots that the floors on these 2 bedrooms are delicate, to say the least. They wouldn't take your weight. So tread with care if you're deciding to go down there. So 2 sealed doors, one there, one there. Double door onto this bedroom, which I might as well open for you because Bat Damon's had a look round from the outside. Double door here, and then 2 at the end.
We leave the south again, so as not to invite the cur of the spiders and clear the rest of the room.
You want to check out to the east first?
Just clear that dark bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so quite straightforward. It just loops around. You've got 2 doors, one here and one here. The 2 doors at the end you know about. So 21 and 20. There's alcoves with curtains on, but as you walk past, I've not put the vision blocking on it. The curtains are slightly ajar anyway, and they're just alcoves. The one in the south, so red carpet curtain hangs in front of the alcove. The black cloth covers something atop a white marble pedestal.
Ooh. Let's investigate. And probably blow myself up. So it's a white pedestal with a black cloth over the top of it.
Yes.
And there's nothing on top of the cloth.
Yeah, the pedestal itself, you get the impression that the pedestal's here, and the cloth
Yeah.
hanging over it is holding
Oh.
something with a rounded top.
I'll lift up the black cloth.
Okay, where's everyone else standing?
3 miles away.
Are you all going to see what happens when Brungrik reveals the black cloth?
I'll peek around the corner, but I'm Yeah.
Okay, so I'll put
Yeah, we're sticking around for a little bit.
yeah, Savid will stand around. So as you peek and look, you can see from the bottom. It looks like it looks like an oval shape, but as the bottom, it seems to reveal a mask up to here, and you can't quite make it out, like this sort of black silk mask. And as you lift it up higher, you can see the cold, dead eyes of Valkyn. And it's Valkyn's head on this pedestal.
What? Oh, fuck. I'll go up and investigate then.
Can I hang on? Can I do? I don't know. This doesn't feel right to me.
I guess it doesn't feel more right to Valkyn, being it's his head on the
No,
pedestal.
but like I don't know. Maybe ask Reman to come see if it looks like a magic spell to him or something.
Yeah.
Okay, roll Arcana.
Like is it an illusion or if it does look if it is real.
Does it look the same to us all, Dave?
26.
26. Yeah, you I mean, you can see I mean, the skin, the bit of the skin that you can see. There's sort of a cyanosed colour to it. Is it eyes are crossed as well? One's half open, the other one's just dead, no glaze behind at all. And as you ask Reman to come closer, and Reman sort of look up, Reman just looks round towards you to confirm that it does in fact appear to be some kind of trick. And as you all look back towards the bust, it's Valkyn's head is no longer there. It's a bust of what looks like the stately looking gentleman in the portrait of the stairs.
Mm.
Mm.
Foul magic
Yeah.
spear foot, Willie.
Valkyn's just going to check if his own head's still there.
Looking at this portrait of this man, or this,
Can
this
somebody
man,
detect magic? Because I can't for some reason.
I can.
Tempted to ask Johnson to roll perception, but
I can roll if you
I
want
can do
it.
it as a ritual.
Yeah, I can do it as a ritual.
Well, if it would make more sense for you to do it then, Reman, because you've already just done the what's the name on it?
Yeah.
okay. Just remind me of detect magic. Does it have to be within sight?
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay. There's nothing that you can sense directly around you. You're getting quite a strong sense of something, the floor above, in this direction.
So
And
just looking at the.
Go on, Jake.
Oh no, carry on, Dave. Sorry, no, I didn't mean to.
No. I'll leave it there. Yeah, go on, Jake.
So I was just going to look at the so the portrait of the man, and then this head that's here.
Yep.
Does it look familiar in any way, shape, or form? Do
Yeah,
we like recognise?
Yeah, it's the same fella.
I mean, in terms of like, would we recognise who that person is?
Well, Savid at this point he'll step forwards because he saw it as well, and he's sort of like, what the fuck is? And he'll say, that's Lord
Okay.
Argynvost. This is his home. Lord Argynvost he, as the story goes, he was a silver dragon. He liked to change his form into a human, and this Argynvostholt was his home. And they offered, the Order of the Silver Dragon offered refuge to the enemies of Strahd as they fled from him, but the armies of Strahd eventually caught up with the Order of the Silver Dragon, and Argynvost himself turned into his true form, his draconic form, and Strahd himself killed and destroyed the noble beast.
Mm.
I guess that just shows his power, doesn't it? I mean, we've seen firsthand how powerful Strahd von Zarovich is, but the fact that he killed a silver dragon is truly harrowing.
Right, we're next.
Rather little room behind us.
Yeah, the two little rooms I'll clear up pretty quickly for you. The one to the south
I meant
is
this one, Dave.
yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, because there's one the other side as well, mate. I'm trying not to
Oh,
skip
right.
too much, but there's nothing of consequence in either, to be honest with you. So, one's a bathroom, and the other one is a storage room. Again, everything in these rooms has been thoroughly ransacked. There's nothing of value. The one to the north has rainwater seeping into it from an exposed ceiling, and that subsequently is going the floor down into the
Gotcha.
yeah.
That's what's making that puddle.
Yes, indeed. So in terms of unexplored, we've got 1, 2, 3, and then 2 at the end here.
Well, should we smash these two out then?
I was going to say.
Sure. So let me open both a bit wider. So that's a balcony overlooking the chapel. You would have guessed that that's what it is because you went into the chapel and you were able to look over. So this wooden balcony overhangs the mansion's chapel. An exquisitely carved throne sits to the west end of between the two doors. A narrow archway leads to this spiral staircase going up and down. Hanging from the high ceiling is an iron chandelier, which you would have seen anyway, with candle holders shaped like tiny silver dragons, but nothing else of interest.
No insignia on the throne or anything.
No, it's quite ornate. There's dragon reliefs, motifs on it. You're quite surprised that it's stood up and facing the chapel. Everything else that has been destroyed, but it doesn't seem to have been used recently. Doesn't seem to have been moved.
To the north, then.
Okay, which straight up to the top. Yep.
We do this one first. Or...
Yeah, you want to do that one first?
Oh, you want that one?
Right, next about Damon. 29. The contents of this room are draped in cobwebs. Between curtained windows stands a black marble hearth with a sculpted mantelpiece. Above hangs a portrait of a handsome, well-dressed man with a wry smile and a thick mane of thistledown hair. Opposite the fireplace is a large bed with a rotting mattress and wooden posts carved to resemble dragons. Across from the double doors stands a tall wardrobe, its doors hanging open, revealing a dark, empty cavity. The only other piece of furniture is an overstuffed leather chair that faces the hearth. It is, again, another picture of Lord Argynvost. This hearth is completely void of life. There's nothing in it at all. Even if you go a bit closer, there's nothing in it. Nothing of interest at all.
In terms of the overstuffed chair,
Yeah.
Is there a particular reason it looks overstuffed like? So like, there could be something inside it. Like if I hit it with the back of my dagger, or the
as
back of
in-
my short sword,
As in
or
rip it
run my
open
cut
or
across.
the flat.
Jake
so-
thinks it's that bloke from Harry Potter that's described himself as a chair. And
Slughorn.
pokes him and it comes along. Yeah, Slughorn, that's the one.
maybe give it a bit of a cut. See if there's anything inside
It's
it.
just stuffing. Yeah, you can rip it all apart if you particularly wanted to, but
Nah, that one cut will be enough.
yeah, it's just well padded, well stuffed. Okay, where next?
Cover the last two.
Okay, which one first? Okay, all
Right.
going together.
Yep.
Yeah, can somebody move me up? I'm my hands are a bit tired at the minute.
I'll put you outside.
Thank you.
That's the problem when your DM does it. Okay, so where were we? We were Q25. This T-shaped hallway that has branches to the west and east and south. 3 arched windows to the north wall look over the foggy grounds. As
Well, let me in.
yeah, into this room's open, so it'll let you in. So, as Brungrik steps onto here, you hear a click. The click is going to form a wall of stone here. And this wall of stone, like a Star Wars door, just goes. And then both sides, the doors fly open. Let's roll initiative.
I think the old initiative tracker's still open, Dave.
Oh, hold up then. Hold up. Right, let's start again. Who's that one?
Sorry?
Who's that one?
Oh, this is Bodie.
Oh, you got some burps on him.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's just been screaming the ass down while Charlie's feeding River, so.
oh.
Yeah, I'll show you. It's fast off. This is how I spent his most.
Yeah,
Well, not most of the day.
dude. Oh. Right,
One of the twins. But
I will not be broody. Right. Do you want me to roll your initiative as well then, Andy? Oh no, see,
I
you
thought I'd
rolled
done it.
14. Right. Why doesn't yours ever work? Remind me before the next session. I'm going to go over it in fine detail. Set initiative 14. And oh, you're top anyway, according to that. Right. Okay. What's going to happen now? I'll reveal them to you. Actually, can you see them all? See them all. So, like I say, there's a wall here now, so you can't get through there. Let me just draw something in so we can. Right, can't get past there. As the doors fly open, these phantom figures, these blue spectral figures that look like ghosts, but armed with swords and shields, move towards you. And as they move, they go ethereal, out of sync, and then all of a sudden they're closer, and then out of sync, and they're closer. And there's 7 in total, 4 from this room, 3 from this room coming at you. Valkyn, you are first to react.
So they're kind of phasing in and out.
Yeah, you can
that
for the
right?
most part, if you concentrate, you can see them.
Okay. I'll try and sort of make contact. I'll say, Holt, who goes there?
No response. And
No response.
absolutely nothing. They're just sort of dead faces, gaunt.
Okay.
Recently, they looked like. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
And they're looking like they're going to attack.
They're coming at you.
Take it.
Yeah.
Coming at me, bro. I'll see if my magical dagger has any effect. So I use my get my assassinate. Do I? Is it assassinate?
Yeah, because you've gone before them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do I get my sneak attack on that one? No, I'm not from stealth, and it's not within 5 feet.
Your assassination gives. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't remember. Wait.
No, I don't. I get my assassination. I don't think I get my sneak attack.
Okay.
So yeah, I can't actually see him on my screen, Dave.
You can't see.
Oh yeah, I can. Now I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll move up. I can't reach him actually.
You can get up to that one, mate. You probably would have been close enough.
Okay.
Just move you up to there, yeah.
And see if it has any effect.
Oh, I remember those noises, dude.
20.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Does he have an advantage because of his assassinate ability?
No.
Okay.
No, but it's an automatic crit, I believe.
Okay. I was just talking about the sneak attack. It's only if you've got advantage.
Don't know, Andy.
Yeah. So roll. Eight points of damage, and then we assassinate. Wherever the fuck it is. Is the assassinate automatic crit? Sorry, it's been a while, though.
Yeah, I know. It has again, hasn't it? I
think so.
Yeah, what does it say on
It's
your
only on your
assassinate?
first turn, though. During its first turn, the assassin has advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn. Any hit the assassin scores against a surprise creature is a critical hit.
So you have
That's
advantage.
great.
Yeah.
I have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an advantage.
yeah,
it's a crit.
So you will get you'll get your sneak attack
You will get your
damage.
sneak attack. Right, so just roll to
Absolutely.
hit again, just in case you get a nat 20. Actually, it doesn't matter, because you can't have a double. Yeah. So you've rolled 8 for damage, so you need to roll another d4 plus 2 times your sneak attack damage.
1d4.
Yeah.
Which is a 4.
Yeah, and then if you right-click your sneak attack damage, you should be able to roll as a crit.
Yeah.
You've done 12 already.
Fuck me, that's a lot of dice.
86.
24, 28. Crit mass 34 points of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, well, don't swear there's a baby on the lap. So it shatters your dagger as it slices through. It slices through its ethereal essence, and it looks as if it disappears, but it suddenly reappears. But it's very, very much diminished from your attack.
Then kill it.
No, not quite. Any bonus actions?
Disengage, and I've not got any more movement, have I? I can't disengage.
You got second attack.
Yeah, I'll just have to have a second attack, I think, Dave.
Well, this would be with an offhand dagger. Then have you got an offhand dagger?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So
Really?
normal dagger.
Yeah. I've got a short sword. Sorry.
Okay. Yep.
11.
11 misses.
Okay.
On what I will tell you, as even if so it misses. Okay, so that's your go. Takes us to Reman.
I'm going to cast Summon Undead.
Okay.
And produce a Floating Spectre.
Okay, what level?
4.
4th level.
Yeah.
Right. Make this visible to you and give you ownership. There you go, dude.
There you go.
So where's that going to appear?
So it can. Well, next. I cast it sort of in the doorway, and then send him to have a pop at this thing.
Okay. So he appears. So that one, yeah. Oh, is he ranged?
He can move. He can move about.
Okay. Yeah. Stick him where you want. Then do what you want with him. You should be able to move him.
The question mark. Oh, can't. I'm stuck on a flipping tape measure thing.
Click the little point, the little arrow pointing up to the top left.
Yeah,
next to the tape measure, there's a pointer tool.
Yeah, it's not doing out.
Well, it's not the first pointer tool, so not the arrow with a circle around it. It's the one to the right of it.
Yeah, just pointing up to. It's underneath the Windows tab, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm clicking on it and it's not doing anything. I'm just stuck on the tape measure. Oh, nothing's working. Oh, don't crash.
Uh-oh.
The cursor's moving around, but nothing else is working. So yeah, if you can move him.
Yeah. Where is he going?
He's going up next to is it Valkyn that's in next to the.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him up there.
Okay.
And then get into attack. So it's 1 creature hit, 1d8 plus 3 plus the spell's level, necrotic damage.
Okay, you need to try and hit first, though.
Yeah. What have I got a roll to hit?
We really need to play this game more. It's the last time you cast this spell must have been 6 months ago.
Yeah, I know.
This seems to have gone down to 1 a month.
I always look to see when we can play it when Lars is off. I'll continue to do that, but it really made a difference into how often we can play.
Sorry, guys. Right, what have I got to roll to hit? The spirit moves through. Right. Melee weapon attack. Your spell attack modifier to hit. Reach 5 foot. 1 creature hit. And the creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC or be frightened of the undead until the end of the target's next turn. So a DC. So a spell's DC, isn't it? Yes, no?
To do what? What are you trying to do?
Hello.
Attack with this thingy.
Okay.
What have I got a roll to hit?
Is it a melee attack?
Yeah.
Hang on. What's the spell called?
Summon undead.
Summon undead.
So deathly touch, melee weapon attack, your spell attack modifier to hit. Spell attack modifier. So that's
Yeah, so it's a D20 plus whatever your spell modifier is.
Wait, what do you do as part of it? Do you summon a undead?
Yeah, so he's called forth undead spirit. It can occupy a space within 90 feet of him. It's an undead spirit, so it has.
so it's-
Doesn't not just work as a monster itself.
Basically, yes. And you're using its deathly touch.
yeah.
So it's a D20 plus whatever your spell modifier is.
Would it
So
not
what
be
do you
its
cast
spell
spells
modifier
with?
is?
Intelligence.
It's a plus 4, my modifier.
So roll a D20 plus 4 to attack. Just roll that. Just click the roll.
It's
D20
plus
thing.
7 because it'll be your initiative, your proficiency as well.
Yeah.
So 11.
So 18.
18 hits.
So
Right.
then you want to roll 1 D8 plus 3 plus what level you cast the spell at in necrotic damage.
4. So that's
So it's 1d8 plus 7.
7. Eight.
You only did 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so 8 points of necrotic damage, and then it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against the spell save DC or be frightened.
Okay, so as your ghost reaches out and touches this thing, you can see necrotic energy traveling from your ghost into this other phantom warrior. Doesn't seem to phase it at all. Almost as if they're part of the same energy.
Okay.
Undead things tend to not be immune or have resistance or immunity to necrotic damage. After all that. And give in.
Yeah. Yeah. Next.
And, Damian.
So Damian's gonna step into the room with his normal little trick, trying to stay out of the way of. Am I in contact with this one here, or have I got enough room to move away?
No, you're not in contact. You're
Okay. And then I shall bring forth the whip.
yeah. Which one are you attacking?
The one that's is there 3 of them? No, that's really. I'll go for this one that's right in front of me here.
That one undamaged.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
For 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Hit for another attack. That's a 17 to hit
17 hits.
for 12 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, 2 solid thwacks as you whip cracks. Anything else?
The spectres, from what we can make out, do they look like they're wearing the iconography of Argynvostholt? Like, are they wearing the tabards and things like that?
Yes, you would guess that these were as opposed to knights. You would guess that these were possibly men at arms or guards. Their finery isn't as same. They look like common soldiery.
Okay.
Want me to reach one?
I will potentially have a little bit of a step back.
Okay.
Here. And I'd probably speak out to them, and I'd say like, "Do you not remember me?"
There's nothing behind their eyes as they start to advance.
I'm just gonna stay. I've moved 1, 2, 3. I've still got quite a bit of movement. I might just move back outside the door then to here.
Okay. So their turn. Their movement is 30, standard 30. So let's move these first. 30. 30. So these three at the back are moving towards you as all four of these start to surround Valkyn. Okay. Mr. Johnson, are you ready?
No.
Correct answer. First one is going to take 2 attacks. And it's a crit. That's a total of 10 points of force damage.
Yeah.
Second one, 24 to hit.
It's
8 points of force damage. Okay, so the second one attacks.
Hang on, Dave.
Yeah.
I'm going to use Ward and Flare.
So that roll with a disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah, that misses. Okay, so the second one is going to attack. So you've only taken 10 so far. Second one's now going to attack.
I
16.
thought I'd taken 18.
Sam interceded.
Okay.
Brungrik used his warding flare.
Unfortunately, I can only do it once, mate.
Thank you anyway.
Does 16 hit?
Misses.
Okay. 9 misses. Third one, first attack. 7. Second attack, misses. Last one. 10. And 10.
You nimble little fucker.
Brungrik.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Brungrik, you're in me.
So the baby's gone.
So-
You can swear as much as you like.
That's okay.
So Brungrik will call out, soldiers of Argynvostholt, we are allies to your house. We are enemies of Strahd. Hold your blades. We are here to restore you to the light and to aid you in the battle against the evil that is Strahd.
I do love it when you hit me with a monologue, and normally I'd like to do something about it, except these are specifically mindless. Okay. Yeah.
All he's doing is he's remembering the whispering.
Yeah.
So he's like, screw it, I'll give it a go.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I'll give you, because that was really good. So with the whispering, the fact that you've already met the Revenants and you tried to treat with the Revenants as well, it's almost as if there's a sort of jerk with these lads, and you noticed it, now that you've seen it twice, it's almost as if your words are getting through, but something's and they sort of almost go into zombie mode where something's not quite right about this situation.
Okay. So as that has failed,
yeah.
Because I'm more aware of what's going on in front of me than what's going on behind me. He's going to step into the room.
Yeah.
And he's going to channel divinity.
Okay.
So all 4 of them need to roll. So I'm going to do Radiance of the Dawn, sorry.
Yeah.
So they all need to roll Constitution saving throws DC 16, all 4 of them.
Okay. So I'm going to do from bottom round. So we've got 20, 4, 13, 20. So the two bottom ones pass. Two top ones
Okay,
fail.
so they're going to take half damage. So it's 2d10 plus 7 radiant damage. So that's 17 points of radiant damage, half for the passes.
Okay, so damage 17 takes full. 17 takes full. So what we're doing? Half 6, so 8. Is the one at the back, as your radiant wave washes over him, how does that one pass into the nothing?
So imagine he's obviously he stood there in the doorway, shouted out to them, got no response, and just gone, oh, fuck it, stepped forward, brought his shield across with his holy symbol across it, and he said, "Pelor, light the way for me." And a burst of light has just fired across them, and they've almost singed as the light sort of crossed, a bit like what would happen to a vampire, just because of the pure radiant energy behind it.
Nice. Okay.
He's fizzled away.
Yeah, and you can tell now. It's sort of as it washes away, it's just gone. It's totally gone. Anything else from Brungrik?
And that's it.
Okay, takes us to Rillik.
I'm probably gonna have a look at these lads to the left.
Okay.
Might as well get moved down. I'll have a pop shot at this guy.
Sure. Roll to hit.
Go again.
I wonder why that is, because this is your really good laptop as well, isn't it? Your gaming
Yeah,
laptop.
I don't know why. I wonder if it's
Is it Tinterweb maybe?
because of the weather. Yeah,
Or the heat.
22 to hit.
22 hits. Unless you do a Windows update and it's got something, it's bubbling away in the background, that might be a bit.
Maybe.
Talking about the weather, it looks like really ominous out there because the sky is like red and it pissed it down.
It's just rained here in Colville.
So
Like
with this one then, Dave. So I get a normal attack.
Yeah.
Which was shocking. But because of my come on, you pissing thing. With Divine Smite, is going to take an extra 3d8 radiant damage.
Nice.
Here we go.
Whoosh. 12 hours later.
Oh.
Oh, for sake.
Jesus.
Okay, so that's your first attack.
Yeah.
So your Morning Star, as you passes through, you can tell that the Morning Star isn't connecting, and then you put your will through it, and as your divinity passes through your Morning Star, you can feel the explosion. That does full damage, but the mace itself isn't.
Yeah, and obviously I'll just have another attack at the other one, to the other side. So
Sure.
that one.
Yeah, okay.
Same again, so this is going to take another 16 hours to roll.
I can't believe it's somebody else having technical difficulties other than me.
I know it makes change, Jake.
Yeah, I shouldn't be celebrating that, but I'm just so happy for you, mate. We've been playing so long with at 25.
hits.
Yeah, good hit.
Yeah. And then same again, so 1d8 plus 4. Yeah, thing. 9.
Okay, so it takes 4 from that.
And then me thingy. Where is it? Oh, come on. Six.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, I had a go.
You did have a go. So that takes us to our new friend Saviz. He's going to have 2 shots with his bow. Where did I put him? Scout. So bow. Oh, first one misses. Oh dear, second one misses with his bow. That's a shame.
Quite clearly, yeah, lying to us.
You what, Jake? Sorry.
He said he was good with the bow. He's quite clearly lying to
He
us.
did. Yeah, he's a little bit scared, but he's going to stay still. Takes us to Valkyn, top of the round.
I've just realised I forgot my fucking uncanny dodge, didn't I? Ah, well. So after he's taken a little bit of a licking off these chaps, these phantoms, he's going to get the Fukata dodge because he didn't want to really be surrounded anymore. So he's going to turn tail. He's going to bonus action disengage, but as he disengages, he's going to take a swipe at this top left chap here.
Sure.
Trying to finish off with the magic dagger.
Cool. Strictly speaking, you do have an ally, thanks to Mr. Miller here, so you can have your sneak attack. It's normal roll, not advantage.
Could you reconnect me, please, Dave?
Yeah. I'm going to nick all of your view then. To there.
So in which case I'll go. Yeah, I'll go for the bottom one. See if I can try and fit. I probably won't.
But that one.
Yeah.
Okay, give it a go if you want.
You won't get any sneak attack damage.
Oh yeah, of course.
You need to go
Okay.
for one of the top 2.
Yeah, top right then. We'll just go around the table. Top right,
lose DC now.
Or sneak attack. 19.
19 hits. So you go with the original one. Yeah.
No, the top right, not
Okay,
the top
gotcha.
left.
Yeah, so
The
19
one
hits.
that's got a bit. Damage plus.
And its interweb's gone down.
Attack.
Internet's gone down. Yeah, it looked like it's frozen.
That's 18.
18 isn't enough to kill it.
Okay.
Oh, does that mean I can have a go with Rillik? I'm doing it.
But I've bonus action disengage and use my 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, into the corridor, or just outside.
Okay.
Cheers, pal.
So that takes us to Mr. Miller, Reman again. So you've still got your lad in there. You know that he's not doing any damage to them now.
Okay. I was just seeing if there was anything else in there. No, it's not. I'm just gonna make him disappear. He can't do it. He can't do any good. It's a concentration spell. So
Have you picked him as the ghostly form?
yeah.
Right. Okay.
So that's all he can do.
Dave,
Right.
are they also immune to being frightened?
They.
I would assume they were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was rough, Andy. I mean to be fair, I mean it's one of those things where
I was my thinking was, oh, the ghostly spirits. I'll fight ghosty with ghosty.
Yeah, I'm hearing you, mate. I know exactly where you're coming from. Yeah, I mean it's one to remember.
Yeah. So as is a concentration spell, I'm just gonna
Just drop
do
it.
something else. So, yeah, so that
Yep.
I could do something else.
Yep.
So I am going to. I've got line of sight there. I'm just going to move up to the door,
Mm.
and I'm going to fire a firebolt at. He's in the room. Yeah, that
Yep.
chap there.
Okay, roll to hit.
Right, firebolt. $24.
24 hits. Roll your damage.
14.
14 is enough to kill it. How does that one die?
I launch a firebolt at it. It goes straight through him, and he just like evaporates like a hot cup of tea.
Nice. Anything else? Any other movement? You've got a bonus action spell potentially as well if you wish to. I don't think you've got anything handy, but
A bonus action spell.
yeah, well, you cast cantrip. Your firebolt's a cantrip, isn't it? So you could potentially do something if you want to.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will. Because I cast a lightning.
Bonus action.
Away. Oh, what?
Bonus action.
Bonus action. No, I'm just
Cantrip,
going to.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Or have you used a cantrip?
I've
Yeah.
used a cantrip,
Used a cantrip as your action, so you've got a bonus action left.
so I can cast the spell
If it's a bonus action.
as a bonus action.
It would be a 1BA on its time.
Yeah, I don't think you've got anything, mate.
No.
Okay, Jake.
So I'm gonna move in on this last guy here that's in the room, keeping
Yeah.
my obligatory 10 feet of movement away.
Okay.
So
So you stood next to one as well.
Oh, am I? Let's just reposition there.
you could make it round. You've got like 180 movement, haven't you?
To be fair, I didn't realise there was two of them still in here. Otherwise, to be fair, I don't need to do what I was intending on doing then.
Okay. Go on.
I'm gonna make 2 attacks against this guy here in the bottom.
Gotcha. Go for it.
Or I'll make so 30 to hit.
30 hits. 30 to hit.
For 12 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna bust one of my, my little 10 dice my little extra D8.
Yeah.
And oh no, it's a level 7. I've not got level 7 in fighting. That's an extra 5 points of damage as well to it.
Yep.
Let's hit him again for a 31.
No, you missed that one, Jake.
For 12 points of damage again.
Okay. He's looking rough.
I'll change tack then. I'm gonna. I don't know if I can. After an attack action, after you take an attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed. Yeah, so I'll bust a key point and I'll flurry of blows on him.
Go for it.
Just to try and really put him down.
You're not at a point where your fists are magical yet, are they?
No.
No.
Whip around your knuckles.
I don't think it counts. And I think there's. I was just going to look at something else to see if it works, but I don't think it does. But fuck it, I've done it now. I've said I was going to do it, so I might as well try. It's a 16 to hit
16 hits. Go on, Jake.
for 6 points of damage.
So takes 3.
I'll bust another one. That's only 11.
No, 11 misses, unfortunately.
Oh man. Yeah, no worries.
So their turns. So these two lads have got obvious targets with you. As this one at the back moves up, I'm going to do 3 against Rillik first. Let me just check his AC. It's 21. So 3. It's going to be 6 attacks against Rillik. Where are we? Phantom Warrior. So 18, 21. So 10, 19, 16. He's taken. So he's taken 16. He's on 28, right. And then 4 attacks on Damian.
Wards and Flare.
Okay. So
I
disadvantage
just need
is,
to check.
is that just 1 attack?
On the
Think
attack
so.
roll, yeah.
Yeah. So 11 misses. So there's 3 attacks left coming in. 20, Jake.
Yeah, a 20 hits. I
That's-
was just checking one thing first.
Yep.
Agile parry. And then I'm sure I've got something else. Oh, yes. When wielding a finesse weapon, which you make and you are proficient with, another creature hits you with a melee attack. You can use your reaction to add 3 to your AC. But if you make an unarmed strike as part of your attack action on your turn and holding a Kensei weapon, you get a +2 to your AC anyway. So my AC at the moment is 19, and I'm going to use my defensive duelist feat to bunk it up by 3 AC again to take me up to 22, so it misses.
Nice. So that's 2 missed. Next one's a 14, and the one it's a crit, 25.
Ah, well, the crit's going to hit anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Even
that's
with my
12 damage.
not bad, not bad.
That's not bad at all, mate. That's their turns. Brungrik.
So as this room seems to be handled, and he's now aware of what's going on behind him, Brungrik's going to move 25 feet back. I think it's 25 feet I can move. Or is it 20?
Oh, don't you dare kill them all. I want to lay into him with a sunsword, mate.
25. Well, I'm going to do the same again, Radiant to the Dawn at these chaps. So,
Okay.
save and throw is...
Con 16?
Con 16, yeah.
7, 10, 13.
So they all failed.
Yeah, don't kill them all.
22 points of radiant damage.
Right, okay. 22. 22. 22. Right, anything else?
As a bonus action, using a... Hang on. Yeah. Using a 2nd level spell slot, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Rillik
Oh, wicked.
for 8 points of healing.
Okay.
Not much, but
Oh, he needs it. 8 puts him on 36. Okay, Rillik. Yes. Right. So first one, he's gonna. I'm tempted to drop them all. I'm tempted to throw the Morning Star out the window, but I think that would be a little bit mean on the. If I did that. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to use his bonus action to turn his lightsaber on. First attack with the Sun Sword is 26, which is going to be how many spell slots has he got left? Oh, did he smite twice last time?
Yeah, I think so.
Would it have been 3? He said 3d8, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
It should be a first level smite, but technically he should have took more damage anyway because it's 2d8.
Well, it's 3. Yeah. So right, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put another smite into it, but I'm going to make it second level. So that is +6. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7 d8.
Because they take an extra d8 for them being undead, don't they?
They do, and they take an
2d8
extra.
plus, that should
They take an extra d8 because it's the Sun Sword. So
Yeah.
1d8, 2d8 because it's the Sun Sword. Plus 4.
3d8 if it's
So
second
6,
level.
and then an extra one, so 7 plus 6. 31 points of damage.
Right off the face of the earth.
So that's.
I mean, why is he not using the Sun Sword all the time?
Well, that's what I thought he would be
Mate,
using, unless he's forgot he's got it.
It's so hard. The second one. 16. I wanted a crit. So 78 plus 6. So this is another smite 30. Machine kills the second one. Okay. So Savid's got his attacks on this lad. Come on, Savid. Where are you? There you are. First one. Oh no! Wait a minute. That was short sword roll, so I'm going to re-roll that. 12 misses. 20 hits. Yay. Doesn't kill it though, unfortunately, because he hasn't got a magic weapon. Valkyn, you're up. There's 2 left.
2 left, so I'm going to go for the top chap here.
Yep.
Sneak attack, rinse and repeat.
Yeah, go for it.
20 to hit.
20 hits.
8 points of damage, please. Plus 7. 15.
15. How does that one die?
How did you say they die when you kill him? The shatter.
However you want, mate.
Okay, yeah, it shatters. As I sort of plunge into it with a dagger, it kind of freezes up, goes all solid, and kind of shatters and
Cool.
splinters into a million sort of ethereal little pieces that just apparate.
Wicked. So you've got more movement and a bonus action if you wish.
Yeah, I'm going to return to the place I was.
Okay.
No bonus action.
Reman.
I'm going to lob a firebolt at this chap.
Good man.
10.
No. 10 misses.
Oh.
Any movement?
No.
No. Damian, it's possibly your kill
Oh,
then.
let me have this bitch.
You got 2 stabs at it.
30.
Yeah. 30.
13.
Yeah, that's enough.
After trying to hit it with the 2 flurry of blows and kind of not doing much to it, I'm just going to drag the whip back up and like just crack the claws straight in its face. It just like kind of dissipates into the ether.
Nice. You're 50 feet away from the other one.
I've got 40 feet of movement. Might just be able to use another key point. And,
Actually, you can attack through 10, can't you?
Oh, yeah, I can attack at 10 feet, so I could just move my full 40 feet of movement.
Yeah, go on then.
I'm just out. Technically, I'm just 5 feet out of range.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, he might have to have a go then.
Who might have to have a go?
The Phantom Warrior.
He's trying to kill Rillik again.
I'll use my key point to do it.
Okay. Right, so you've rolled 30 to hit twice and a 31 to hit. Come on, Jake. Give your Dungeon Master a natural one.
You can
28.
do it.
Oh, mother.
For 3 points of damage, that's 14 points of damage against it.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll kill it.
And then I'm just going to run to Rillik's rescue. I'm going to see Rillik in danger. I'm going to run in. I'm going to slide on the floor, almost like Indiana Jones style, just like foot slide over and then crack the whip straight in his face and dissipate it into dust.
Nice. Okay. So, as that dissipates, Reman, from your detect magic, is still pinging. You detect magic from this room, and as you hone into it, you can see 4 potions lying where you don't expect them to be. They're in a sort of a small alcove behind a brick on the walls, and they're clearly magical potions. These are glowing. If I can find them, yeah. So you'd need to. You've got identify as a ritual, haven't you? Yeah, you have. These are going to be potentially very nice for you. There's 4 potions of invulnerability. So for a minute after you drink that, only 1 minute. That's 10 rounds, but it's you have, or whoever drinks it has resistance to all damage. So whoever drinks it for 1 minute takes half damage from everything. And you've got
Save them
4
for
of
the
them.
boss battle.
That is good.
That is typical. Save it for the boss battle loot.
Yeah.
Right, gents. Well, I mean, we're 20 minutes early, but it makes sense to me to call it quits there. You've cleared this floor now. Yeah, happy with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Until the next time.